Preface. Welcome to my cosmic campfire. Pull up a camp chair and nestle into some amusing and supernatural tales that I have unbelievably experienced in my life. My world has been held together not only by what I consider to be grace, but by some interesting and immensely entertaining moments of cosmic consciousness. These tales seem impossible, but I vow to you they are completely true, every single one. Some of these stories are so light and fun that it's a pleasure for me to remember them as I read and enjoy the feelings that come floating in with them. They were great nourishment for me as I was learning more about who I am as a manifester, or a person who draws things to her. But some stories go deeper and reach a place in me that I have to still smooth out in myself, even today. As I read and relive them, I wonder to myself at times, how am I still alive? Some are very clear why they happen, of course, while others are still a mystery that I hope to understand more clearly someday. It's important to me that I hand these stories down to my children and ultimately to their children as well. All cultures down through history have handed their extraordinary findings and wisdoms, and especially their God experiences in life, down to their future generations. Many cultures hand down fables and myths, but the campfire stories here are absolutely true. What could be learned from Around the Cosmic Campfire stories here? For one, there is certainly more to this life than what meets the eye. This leads to the fact that there is more than what science has been able to unravel as of yet. Also, we can learn, as I assure you, that we are all capable of creating exciting lives of spontaneous synchronicity. We can all manifest things we want in life with great ease. Those manifestations could be money, or relationships, or even improved health. We can do it. We can all do it once we have acquired the awareness that we can do it. That's all it takes. That's what I'm here to tell you. The way to this kind of consciousness is simply to be aware that it exists. Nothing could be easier. Ask for it out loud. To the higher-ups of what I call God or Source or angels or oversouls, ask and it must come. That is the physics of the universe. I am by no means a religious scholar, but I have studied world religions and philosophies and have found the common thread through most of them, that simply is love. Besides love, almost all cultures share the inexplicable miracle of psychic phenomenon, and these phenomena have been written about by all cultures in all times of human history. They share that there appears to be something that can speak to each of us that is deemed to be higher and from places afar. We need only to be quiet and listen. Maybe I should say we just need to tune in to that special cosmic or divine radio station of ourselves. I call it the God station. Are we ourselves the angels? Are we one and the same, or are they separate from us? Are we separate from the divine, or are we part of the divine in every moment? Even some churches of our time now are referring to the supernatural from the pulpits. Some even consider Jesus to be the one of the most supernatural beings ever spoken about in history. If all he could do, we can do and more, as he instructed us, then are we pieces of higher consciousness and we can do anything? Perhaps. Perhaps we have no idea yet who we really are. You may wonder then what my religious roots are as I speak out these extraordinary things in this book. You hear me use words from God to Source, or angels, guides, oversouls, spirituality, off-planet beings, resonance, frequency, cosmic consciousness, vibrations, and more. I would simply say that I am a spiritually aware being, with my deepest roots in Christianity, and I still consider myself today to be a woman of great faith. Regardless of whether or not I am validated or recognized by organized religion, I hear higher and loving special messages all the time, and I listen every day. These stories represent just a handful of my experiences, a very tiny collection. The truth is, there are amazing experiences almost every day of my life. I listen, listen, listen to the God station. all the time, so I don't miss anything. So, here we are. The campfire is crackling as we each wrap into a cozy plaid blanket and sink into a story or two. It's time to sip on something comforting and just contemplate these interesting words as owls call through the crisp forest air. I have just tossed some cedar logs onto the fire, pouring out a delicious aroma which is sending golden sparks like fireworks into the night sky. On this beautiful night, we can ponder the massive visual overhead of the Seven Sisters constellation and other stars, while together we ponder all things yet unknown. Here's some popcorn. Over there is a shooting star. And to you all hunkering down here in front of my cosmic campfire, I give you some cliff notes of my life. I give these stories to you with great love, as I invite you to deeply and completely enjoy each and every one. To my tribe, whoever and wherever you are, I am forever lovingly yours, Toni Wright. Moving on to Chapter 1, The Impossible.